Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. Today we have a really cool episode for you guys. We have a lot of brisket leftovers. Last week we did an incredible video for you guys. We did the brisket hot and fast on the Gateway versus low and slow on the Kamado Joe. And we did like 40 pounds of brisket, so we had a lot of brisket left. So I did, with the trimmings, I did Brisket Burgers, 100% Brisket Burgers. We did Brisket Tacos. I have, right now, still cooking, Brisket Burnt Ends on the grill. And we're going to do Brisket Baos, you know, Chinese Baos, steamed Baos with brisket. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. So let me show you how to do it. Alright guys, let's do the brisket tacos. This is a beautiful piece here for a taco. So let's get it on the grill. Actually on the griddle, because today we're going to cook these on the Apache live fire grill, and it comes with a griddle, comes with a grill grate. You can choose whatever you want to use, but I want to use a griddle today because it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, check this out guys, come in here one. Check out this taco guys, absolutely amazing. You see a little bit of the smoke ring on the outside, beautiful, with that fresh guacamole, tomatoes, onions, and that spicy sauce. Let's have a bite. Wow, I swear, it's the best taco I've ever had. This is incredible. I mean, tacos warmed up on the charcoal plancha with leftover brisket, absolutely incredible. I mean, I might just do brisket the next time to make these tacos. This is crazy. This is how brisket is meant to be eaten. Guys, we forgot the jalapeno. All right, there you go. How did we forget? Roasted jalapenos, straight off the plancha. Let's go in for the bite. The jalapeno bite. Wow. Yes! Chacho. This grill is hot as touch my No. But you know guys, what I really like about this? The brisket has a sear on. It's incredible. This is how you should be eating brisket. You guys don't understand. All right, guys. So here we have our brisket trimmings. You know, this is a beautiful piece from the point of one of the briskets. Got a lot of meat and also a little bit of fat. Really, for making great burgers, we want to combine this fat with the meat and you know, get to a mix where it's 80% meat and 20% fat. The meat is also a little bit frozen. I had it in the freezer and took it out in the morning and you know, just let it sit in the fridge. And that really helps with grinding meat, you know. You don't want your meat to be too soft. You don't want it to be completely frozen. It just, you know, just gives you the right consistency to kind of grind meat. All right, yeah, as you see, I'm picking out all the pieces with the meat on it. Basically, you just want to make it a good shape so you can feed it into your meat grinder, right? If your meat grinder is here, you know, you see, it just kind of fits easily If you have a too big of a chunk, it becomes a bit of a hassle to feed your meat grinder. So that's it basically, you know, we're just trimming it down just a little bit.
I'm making quarter pounders. Just slightly apply pressure to form the freshly ground meat into a ball without overworking it, and then press it flat with my hands to make a patty. These are essentially smash burgers, so once the griddle is hot, I put them right on. And at this stage you can add salt, pepper or any rub that you like on one side of the patty. I like putting raw onions on the burger. It gives it a great crunch and texture, and by putting the cheese on top, as it melts it keeps everything in place and the onions from falling off. And don't forget, always toast your buns.
All right, one of the big questions I have, if 100% brisket is any good. I mean, the meat looked amazing, the burger looks amazing. We should go for the taste test, right guys? Let's do it. Woo! Yep, it's awesome. Maybe just a little bit of salt. 100% brisket burger, it's a thing. Go for it. All right, so here we have our brisket leftovers. This looks perfect for making brisket burnt ends. I mean, look at this. This is already cut into the perfect shape. I don't even need to do anything to this. So I'm gonna actually, let's put it right in here. We'll put our, this looks like pieces from the point. There's some pieces from the flat here with a lot of fat. So you just, for the burnt ends, you really just want like pieces sort of like this, you know, little nuggets that are just, you know, like an inch, inch and a half. All right, so this meat is already seasoned, it's already smoked, it's already cooked. I just had it in the fridge, right? What I like to do with my burnt ends is, you know, get a little bit of sweetness in there. Get a little honey on top. Just cover it, you know, fairly liberally. I mean, not too much, just a good covering. I also like just to sprinkle it with sugar, a little bit more sugar, a little sweetness. But what happens is the honey and the sugar, they kind of melt, they caramelize, and they leave this spicy and salty meat. They leave it really tangy and sticky and delicious, and that's basically, that's what you get, right? I mean, you get this beautiful, almost like beef candy out of it. Barbecue sauce. Let's put some of that on. And again, you know, semi-liberal, you know, just kind of really cover it. And then we put it back on the grill, on the smoker, and basically braise it for about an hour at 350 degrees. Kind of reduce the moisture in here, let the meat absorb all those flavors. Toss it around a little bit. First, I want to cover this. I'm going to cover this with aluminum foil. And what this does is it kind of maintains, you know, we don't want to dry this out. I mean, this meat is already cooked, it's already smoked, it's been in my fridge for a while. So, you know, if we overcook this, it's really going to dry out and, you know, it just doesn't become very nice. So we want to make sure we kind of steam it a little bit, steam it with all these delicious flavors. So I'm going to cover it. Okay guys, come over here. We have the Kamado Joe burning nicely. The fire is nice and hot. Putting in the indirect plate setter right now. That's going to help us control the fire a little bit. And now we put our burned ends onto the grill. All right, so our burned ends are on. I'm going to set the vents to be cooking at around 350, 400. I'm gonna leave it fairly open for now, see if the temperature comes up. And then we're going to check it out in about an hour. See you in a bit.
The full ingredients for the dough for our bao buns and step-by-step instructions are in the description. I'm combining warm milk, warm water, oil, sugar and yeast. Let that stand and activate for 20 minutes before combining it with our flour, baking powder and salt. Knead it until you have a smooth dough and then fold it into a ball and let it proof for 2 hours. Carefully remove the dough and then roll it out. It will be a little bit sticky, but don't use any additional flour. Then use a 3.5-inch glass to cut out circles. Fold the baos over lightly and roll them out. Now it's time to steam the baos. Bring water to boil in a pan or wok. Then place the baos in a bamboo steamer and leave a good amount of space in between them so they can grow. Then put the steamer on boiling water and let the baos steam for 8 minutes. Don't check them until the 8 minutes are over.
Alright guys, check this out. These baos look amazing. I mean, first time I did baos and I'm pretty impressed. I'm very happy with how these came out. Alright, let's open it up. And this bao you can fill with your leftover brisket or your burned ends. Let's do a bao with burned ends. Just gonna stuff it in there. Let's put a little bit more barbecue sauce on top, just for the little kick. This is a barbecue sauce, has a little bit of chipotle in it, so it gives just a little sweet, little kick. I really enjoy that. And let's go for the taste test. Check this out, guys. I mean, this is just the best. I mean, look what we've cooked tonight. Tacos, burgers, brisket burnt ends, and now the burned end bao. Let's go for it. Wow, it's absolutely incredible, you know, full of flavor. I mean, what happens is when you make that brisket burnt end, it just takes it up another notch, you know. I mean, brisket is incredible in itself. You know, I like my brisket simple, salt and pepper, but once you kind of convert it into a burnt end, put that barbecue sauce on, that sugar, that honey, I mean, it just, you know, adds levels of flavor that, you know, you haven't had before. And then the bao. I mean, the bao basically is, you know, doesn't have a lot of taste. I mean, look at this. It's very airy, very light, but it pairs perfectly with the brisket. I mean, the brisket burnt end is so rich, and the bao is just that medium that is ready to be used, to be stuffed, and to be taken to the next level. And I think it just makes a beautiful combination to combine the Chinese bao bun with the brisket burnt end. So guys, I hope you try this out at home. You know, do something with your brisket. You know, actually, if you have brisket left over, try one of these things that I did. You know, make it into a burger, make it into a taco, make burnt ends, or try yourself at the Chinese amazing brisket bao. You will not regret it. Alright guys, I hope you liked this episode, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up, share with your friends, and see you again next week. Bye!